Всем привет, с вами Лео, и мы снова приезжаем в Армадилло. Давайте, мы тут, у нас есть какой-то непонятный квест, возможно... Стой, стой, лошадка, не-не-не-не, убери нож. Все, я запутался, как ее остановить. Понял, все. Ладно, пойдемте посмотрим. По-моему, карету тут подготовили для этого доктора, который тут объявился. Не лжесвидетельствуй, если не для прибыли. Великолепно.
Mr. Marston, good to see you. How have you been keeping?
I'm well, Mr.
West Dickens. Nigel West Dickens of East Cheap, London, New Waverly, New York, and Armadillo, New Austin. At your service.
At my service.
At everyone's service. At the service of science, of knowledge, of life.
How are your wounds?
Much, much better. But then they would be.
Would be.
I know a cure for all ailments, Mr. Marston.
I'm sure you do. And I'm sure for just $2 an ounce, I could live forever.
Oh, but for you, sir, I do a bulk discount rate of $1.95 an ounce.
Великолепная скидка, конечно. Больше сотни, ну как всегда.
Give it up, old man.
That's Mr. West Dickens to you, boy.
Give it up, old man.
Все, дедуля пошел путать берега, по-моему.
Listen, Marston, I'm broke, but this stuff is good. It works. I need a healthy young man like you. Come along, let's ride over to my newest customer at Ridgewood, and I'll explain while we go.
Okay.
Что опять случается в этих катсценах? Моя лошадь, по-моему, взбесилась. Она чем-то явно недовольна. Надеюсь, нам не придется опять отстреливаться. Я даже не знаю, может, мышь можно подключить.
Gullible out of their hard-earned money?
My dear boy, it's you who is gullible, if I may be so bold, for heeding such ill-informed scuttlebutt.
You're as full of wind as a horse with the colic.
I have been blessed with the gift of language, and for that I will not apologize. But the West Dickens elixirs speak for themselves. My thousands of happy customers attest to that.
Those men trying to kill you didn't look so happy.
Skepticism is the bastard child of progress, John. Knowledge makes a fool into a doubting Thomas. If my tonic is such a sham, how do you explain the fine battle in which you find me? Last time you saw me, I was knocking at death's door.
You should thank the doctor for that. I reckon you were acting it up worse than it was.
Act I can, John. A more convincing Othello there has never been. And so shall you, a fair Iago or Cassio.
I don't like the sound of this.
Showmanship, John. The flourish, the bow. We are operating in a competitive marketplace. Our product must stand out.
And how does this involve me?
We're going to use your God-given talents to our advantage.
I'm really starting to regret
you
this.
off at the outskirts of Ridgewood. That way it won't look like we came together. Once I'm set up, saunter nonchalantly into the crowd that is sure to be forming. Eventually, I will call you up to try my tonic. After extolling the virtues, I will have you perform a few feats of wonder to amaze and impress the paying public.
Such as?
Oh, nothing out of the ordinary for a man in your line of work, I assure you.
So it is all a sham?
No, just a little innocent ballyhoo to grease the wheels of enterprise, that's all. Do you think that buxom young girl you see on the Voyage camera posters knows the first thing about photography? Advertising, my boy, is the future.
You'd best be a man of your word.
Come on, we must not delay.
Почему субтитры кончились? Ладно, все равно они, в общем-то, договорили, но... Понятно, в общем, мы в рекламной кампании будем участвовать.
See you shortly.
Почему вы
And
вообще
remember,
согласились в этом участвовать?
showmanship.
Не, я хочу поехать на лошади нормально, как нормальный человек.
Come on.
Ферма Риджвуд. Наверное, не очень интересно давать представление ночью, но да ладно.
Welcome all. You will not regret it. Friends, hard-working souls of Chola Springs, gather round, gather round. Do you suffer from rheumatism, lumbago, acute chronic sciatic, neurologic or inflammatory pain? Well, I represent the only company that makes the genuine article that cures headaches, neuralgia, earache, toothaches, backache, swelling, sprains, sore chests, swelling of the throats, contracted cords and muscles, anxieties and ravaged nerves, stiff joints, wrenches, dislocations, cuts and bruises, and it adds vitality and vigor to the healthy man.
But can you prove it, old man?
Oh, I'm sure there's some customer here who could prove the qualities of it by taking a drink right now. You, sir, come up here. Step right up.
Деревенских не смущает, что они этого мужика
That's the
никогда не
spirit.
видели?
Ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention. This poor, wretched volunteer, entirely unknown to me, will demonstrate the effects of Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic. Be you a cowpoke or athlete, this miraculous elixir developed with the wisdom of the East keeps the muscles supple and relaxes the cords. It loosens the joints and gives a feeling of youth and vigor to the whole system. Not possible, I hear you say. Well, doubt no longer. Faith can move mountains, but I ask not for faith. I am a man of science, and today science will be vindicated. Your eyesight is greatly improved. Is that not so, friend?
If you say so.
That's right, it is. You heard him. What a good sport you are, sir. Now, gaze over yonder at that porch. If you squint, you may just be able to make out the skull that's hanging there. Go ahead, friend. Shoot that skull and demonstrate the miraculous eyesight you now possess.
Не, ну зрение у меня, может, и улучшилось. Так, подождите. А мне надо обязательно только с револьвера стрелять?
Shoot it now, my friend, while the elixir is at its strongest. Remarkable! The eyesight of an eagle.
Я вот еще думал, что с винтовки.
Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic.
Anybody can make that shot. This man is a fraud. If your eye's so damn sharp, why don't you try shooting my hat out of the air?
Блин, вот все
Our
начнется.
test case has been challenged to shoot a gentleman's hat out of the sky above our heads.
You can fool these people, but you ain't fooling me. Right. Let's just see how sharp you is with a moving.
Отвратительно, мужик. Да можешь даже не это.
Steady yourself, stranger.
А, меткий глаз, кстати.
You ready to get embarrassed?
Have you ever seen such an eye? Behold the power of the elixir.
Да, но без меткого глаза, я думаю, я в нее не попал бы.
Hey! What? You think you can put a hole in a man's hat?
Да ты ж сам предложил.
Hey, it don't work like that around here, mister. Come on! Are you a man or not?
A challenge of battle has been offered to our volunteer. Prepare for a display of Herculean brawn.
Normally, I don't fight animals.
I thought they
All right.
called me a real
Let's finish this. This is about to get ugly, pal. You meant...
Wait, there's still time.
I'll tear your heart out.
Is this how you want it?
That tonic won't save you.
А, и все, что ли?
There it is, skeptics and dissenters, irrefutable proof. Do not let this opportunity pass you by.
Look, he's over there. Go get him.
This ends now.
Watch out, he's got a gun.
Who the hell do you think you are? You ain't leaving here alive.
А, его не надо было убивать. Я не понял, там было написано во время меткого глаза прицельтесь. А, выбить оружие.
Marvelous shot, dear boy. The kind of deadly accuracy that can only be afforded by the West Dickens elixir. Come, I have plenty for all.
Нифига себе, они там решили прям пить, не отходя от кассы.
Hey, where are you going?
I want a bottle. Get me a bottle, please. One of them right here.
No harm in trying one bottle, I suppose.
Well, I think that went kind of well, don't you?
I'm just glad that my normal job involves either chasing after cattle or murderers. Not the likes of you, mister.
Don't be like that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to say my goodbyes, head on back to the real world.
Wait, sir. I've been thinking about your predicament, and I think I may have an idea. I've been thinking I could be your cunning Odysseus. Beware of the Greeks bearing gifts, sir. Williamson had better beware. We will make them into Trojans.
I don't rightly get you.
I want you to go and see my old friend Seth. He can come across as a little curious, but I'm sure you two will get on. He's most often found at Coots Chapel. He's very devout.
Why see him?
Because between him and me, we can get those gates to open for you, and you can walk right in, just like in Homer's great Trojan yarn.
Уровень славы плюс 25. Поговорите с этим у старой часовни, он означается меткой S на карте. Ясно. Так, подождите, а как мне отсюда попасть быстренько на ферму, допустим? Тут вот есть, смотрите, незнакомый человек. Армадило вообще очень далеко. А, вот он, да, старая часовня, действительно, тут есть такое. Мне кажется, тут даже дилижанса-то никакого нет. А я могу сюда зайти или меня сразу пристрелят? Ну, зайти-то я зашел. Даже табуретку пихнуть можно, неплохо. Народ, чем вы тут занимаетесь? Кто-то кашляет, я прям слышу. Синий значок этот. Давайте, может, наверх, я не знаю, попробуем зайти. Ну, кого-то ж мы должны здесь увидеть. Потому что я кого-то слышу. Ага, вот парень. Угу, ясно, понятно. Ну, быстро этот дом восстановился. А ну-ка, давайте посмотрим, что у нас здесь имеется. Типа сарай можно этот купить? Арендовать за $5. Вы сможете один раз сохранить здесь игру перед выездом. Выбрать другой костюм. Не очень понятно, а где сохраняться-то? Может только вы... А, вот, сохранить игру. Ну, давайте поспим. Ладно. Так уж и быть. И все, я могу снова арендовать. Но это не очень интересно. Ладно, поехали к следующему заданию. Так, ну вот мы и приехали. О, дружище. А, нам сюда. Пламя.
Excuse me, Mr. Marston. Have you seen my father anywhere?
No.
He went out this morning to ride the land and was supposed to be back hours ago. I don't know. The ranch hands have been out looking, but so far they found nothing.
Well, come on, let's go look for him.
Let's head out. He couldn't have gotten far.
Well, hello there. Let's go!
Come on, boy. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's not like him to be away for so long.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
He's not as young as he used to be. What if he's hurt himself?
Your father can still handle himself just fine, Miss McFarland. He's built like an oak.
You're probably right, but I can't help worrying. He's all I've got.
Don't you have any brothers or sisters, Miss McFarland?
I had 6 brothers, but 5 of them died, either from sickness or foolish choices.
And the other one?
He left for the east and never came back. Must be getting on for 10 years ago now. He's a high and mighty banker in New York, according to his last letter.
He should be here, helping you and your pa.
I don't want his help. He can live his life any way he wants. But when I see those city fellers coming in on the railway, all dressed up like a sore toe, I fear a little for his soul. He switched his saddle for a tie, and that's fine. I just never met a man in a tie I can trust. Look, I think I see someone. Yeah!
А я никого не вижу.
Stay with Daddy! What happened?
Nothing nice. Rustlers, I guess. Maybe the Baller twins, that bunch. Now you head back to the ranch right now and fetch a wagon.
Yes, sir.
Marston, you watch after her.
I'll do that, sir.
А, батя пока один будет. Вон там эту лошадку возьми.
What could have happened to those poor men? Please stay close.
I think we should get back there as soon as we can.
Who could have done something like that?
Your boss seemed to have an idea who it was. Let's just do what he says and get the wagon.
Там какой-то странный дым. Там не спалили раньше так случайно?
I don't think that's a good idea.
And you're no better. How many men have you killed?
Do you really want to know?
It's disgusting.
You never met the men I killed.
I heard the way you talk about that gang you were in, like there was some twisted morality to what you did.
We all have a code. Only some of us don't
The
realize.
outlaw with the code? How wonderfully romantic. The reluctant murderer, the noble criminal. There's nothing more depressing than a man who's
А еще
found a
вора
way
в
to
законе
think
можно
of
было
that.
добавить.
Oh my God, the barn's on fire.
А, все-таки я недаром подумал. Что там горит?
Help me, will you?
И что делать?
This ain't working!
We can't get through the doors. It's too dangerous. We have to find another way to get in there.
Put it out! We gotta get to the horse! Get a move on!
Ну, давай, подтягивайся. А, стоп. Тут, оказывается, некуда подтягиваться. Ну, окей, ладно. Я не заметил. Зайдите в конюшню. Откройте двери конюшни. Окей. Ну и кто это такой умный? А там же мужик с топором был. Еще не успел еще одну лошадку.
Let's go.
Вы напали на мирных жителей? Неплохо. Как будто я подпалил всю эту конюшню. Надеюсь, мне не придется сейчас спуститься. Ну зачем? Что он творит? Я офигею. Мы напали на мирных жителей, все нормально. Ну, бывает. Как-то быстро она это отключилась. Все, теперь мы не напали на мирных жителей. Вообще там повозку надо послать. Там еще батя где-то в прериях застрял.
Well, did all I could, Miss McFarland. Sorry about all the damage. That gang seems to really want you out of here.
Yeah, well, my father fought Indians. I scarcely think we're gonna be frightened by some white trash.
White trash can be pretty frightening.
Well, they don't frighten me.
Good.
John, my family owes you a great debt.
I think you got enough debt. You saved my life. All I ask of you is this. If I get back home and get my farm started back up, you'll sell me some cattle. I prefer doing business with people I know.
Of course, Mr. Marston. It'd be my pleasure. Well, you get some rest. I've got to go see how my father's bearing up.
Не, подожди, а про батю все забыли, что ли? Или что это такое? Все, теперь какой-то ад начался. Подождите, а здесь получается, закончились, да? Да, здесь закончились задания. Маршал Джонстон и Сет у нас. Ну, давайте к маршалу Джонстону. Правда, мне кажется, мы опять там в кого-то будем стрелять. Ну, ладно. Так, все, приехали мы в Армадило опять. Опять эти мужики непонятные. А. Деньги плюс 4. Хорошие дела не остаются незамеченными. Ну, кстати, я хотел на дилижанс зайти и проехаться немного. Но вместо этого нечаянно выкинул самого водителя. Ну, или как этот человек называется. Возьмите прокат о розыске. Что... Ага. Так что, к сожалению, я еще немного побегал от законников. У меня тут тоже немного репутацию сняли. Ну, посмотрим. А что здесь происходит? Ой, зачем я позвал лошадь? Я хотел на пистолет, если что, переключиться. А то с ружьем тут ходить в городе, мне кажется. Привет, лошадка. Извини, я тебя зря позвал. Давайте мы сюда пойдем.
Alright, but it's gotta be something to do with that government boy.
We'll talk to him, find out what he knows.
Fucking is. Where is she, Marston?
Who?
Who? My daughter, you fucking scum! Where's Bonnie?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since after the fire. Why?
Why? because she hadn't been seen since yesterday afternoon. You know, I don't think I can cope. If I lose another child...
Now, Drew, nobody's lost anything yet. I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, Mr. Marshall! Mr. Marshall!
А чё он на нас бычить начал?
Wherever you are!
Who the hell's that?
Hey, buddy! That'd be your next lucky mare.
Even better. Good day, Mr. McFarland.
Get down from that horse, boy, or I'll shoot.
I wouldn't recommend that, mister. Not if Drew McFarland wants to see his Bonnie back in one piece. Hey, Mr. McFarland! This is a nice girl you got there. Get out from there. You know, part of me's got to thinking I should just marry her myself. Give her a baby and that.
What do you want?
That's better. I want Norman Deek. I want him set free. Then you'll get your daughter back, mister.
We don't do deals with outlaws, boy.
Yeah, you do. Let's not waste each other's time pretending otherwise. Oh, government themselves ain't much more than a bunch of crooks. This is the land of opportunity, mister. And I'm giving you the opportunity to get your daughter back before 15 friends of mine take out all their anger and their loneliness on her. Where the hell is she?
Where is she, boy?
Bring Deke up to Tumbleweed in a couple hours. And don't get no funny ideas, or I will slit that horse throat myself. You boys have a pleasant afternoon. Yeah!
What do we do?
We do as he says. You and me, Marshal. Mr. McFarland, I'll get you your daughter back. I owe her that.
Please do.
Ну, батя бы, конечно, тоже мог поехать, он все-таки старый вояка.
I'll teach you some respect for the law. Hurry up, boy. Let's go. Quick as you can, deputy. Make sure he's tied on good. Stay with me, Marston.
I won't let anything happen to her, sir.
Right. Let's go get Miss McFarland back. See, this is what happens when the Federals interfere in our affairs. Are you happy now?
No, I ain't happy at all. And I already told you, I ain't with the government.
Now you say that, John, but the only thing I know for sure is who sent you.
They made me come here. They gave me no choice. That's your federal government, Mr. Johnson.
They come down here dressed as cocky as the King of Diamonds, talking a lot of flannel about helping us, about spreading peace and civilization to the West, but they brought nothing but trouble and taxes.
I agree with you. Wolves in sheep clothing, all of them. Rob you, then make you pay to have someone investigate the crime on your behalf.
People around here have been fooled into feeling protected, when they're worse off than they were before.
The fellas I know don't care about people. All they care about is lining their pockets. Why is this sorry son of a bitch so important to them?
Norman Deeks Williamson's right-hand man. In other words, a glorified errand boy.
Wait, Marshal! I'll be back for you!
Bill's standards have slipped.
We already filled you with lead once, you ugly
Deeks
bastard!
is the kind of man who's mean enough to be second in command, but too cowardly and stupid to ever be a leader.
Don't ever use that line near your deputies. You know, for his sake, they'd best not have laid a finger on Miss McFarland.
Ну, короче, я ожидаю, что все равно всех постреляют в конечном итоге.
Some people say it's haunted. It was quite a town back in its day. Then they built the railroad to Armadillo and went clean past Tumbleweed. And that was that. Pretty soon everybody had up and left. Now it's just thieves, smugglers, and bandits. Scum like Deke here. Oh, popular spot for lynchings, too.
Let's try to avoid that if we can, Marshal.
I just hope you're not taking advantage of the McFarland, Marston.
They saved my life. Gave me food and bed when they had no idea who I was. I owe them more than I can ever repay.
That's just they've been through a lot. Well, they're both vulnerable, different ways.
I wouldn't have been running in and out of a burning barn to save their horses otherwise.
I know you helped, just like you helped me. But you got your reasons for doing it.
It's no secret why I'm here, Marshal. I told you the very first time I walked into your office.
I trust you. It's just all this business with Blackwater and Williamson and the past. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard not to have doubt.
I understand. I never planned to be in the lawman business neither.
How is this mess supposed to turn out? Pinning an outlaw to do the work of a lawman. That's madness.
Ain't much difference between the two, as far as I can tell.
There have to be rules, Marston. Even you must understand that.
It's easy to make up rules, but they ain't much use if people don't understand why. Like my son. If I tell him not to do something, he'll do it anyways, just to spite me. If I punish him, he resents me for it. But if I show him why it's wrong, at least he has reason not to do it again.
That's nonsense. Without laws, we're nothing more than animals. Just look at Deke here.
Go to hell!
Man has worked hard at civilization. Your boy steps out of line, you whack him. He does it again, whack him harder.
You're a good man, Marshal, and I respect what you're trying to do. But from what I've seen since I've arrived here, the law ain't really working.
Criminals are like weeds, Marston. Quick as you stomp one out, another one sprouts up in its place.
Oh, God damn it! I ain't no use to you dead. I hope I haven't spoiled her yet. I ain't had my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, slow down, will ya?
Tumbleweeds across the bridge.
Какой безопасный мост. Не хотел бы я тут, конечно, каждый день ездить.
Easy there.
John, you'll be exchanging the prisoner for Bonnie in the middle of town. Keep your eyes open. I sincerely doubt these scum plan to play fair.
Fair my ass.
You bet. Besides, Norm here's gonna be my shield, ain't you, Norm?
It'd be my pleasure.
Ну, хоть у кого-то здесь хорошее настроение.
Make sure you keep a gun on that son of a bitch.
I'm sure it's been nice for the boys to have a whore to play with. I hear those rancher girls like it in the rear. Maybe she won't want to go home. She's been fucked so good.
Ты давай иди.
Get these ropes off me, boys!
Where's Bonnie? I thought we had a deal.
Well, you thought wrong. We don't make deals with the law.
Come on now! Step back!
It's a trap! Take cover!
I'd stay right there if I was you.
Quick! Find Bonnie!
Ты чего? Да блин, это какой-то кошмар.
Where's Bonnie, you sons of bitches?
Damn you!
Bonnie! Where? Let her go, or I'll kill every last one of you.
Get on faster!
You should run off home.
Hellfire!
Bonnie, we're coming. Where is she, you bastard?
Типа мы не успели, что ли?
Don't you lay 'em.
Нет! Да е...
You tough guys, huh? You don't stop
Какая-то здесь
that
неудобная позиция, я вам скажу. Чё вы такие тупые? Вы куда-то не туда смотрите.
Is that
Но они куда-то уходят.
Bonnie, are you okay?
Великолепно.
I'm fine now, Mr. Marston. Thank you. Thank you. What the hell took you so long, you stupid man?
Well, you weren't exactly helping me.
If you think I'm gonna lower myself by making a joke about being all tied up, you got another thing coming. Come on.
Ну, шутить можно, значит, не так все плохо было. Уровень славы плюс 150, великолепно. Желторотик? Да. Можно помогать местным, чтобы еще больше прославиться. А все трупы что, убрали? Я теперь не могу денежку по себе. А, нет, есть тут. Кто-то еще валяется. Ну что ж, ладно, давайте на этом закончим. Всем спасибо за внимание, всем пока и увидимся в следующей серии.